I figured wrapping presents is going to be really boring. And I figured there's a lot of other people that are going to be bored wrapping presents too. And I was already going to want to make a video of what I got everybody this year. And then I decided, why not just go live? It's so much easier. I just don't have a lot of time to edit videos. I kind of feel like I'm drowning a little bit lately with all the stuff needing done. And then with holiday stuff on top of it, it's even harder. But so I figured that's what we'll do. We'll wrap some presents. You guys can see what we got, and you want to wrap your presents with me? That's great. Probably going to be long, so if you're just wanting to come and go and just hang out, that's great. Yep, if you're my kids, by the way, you shouldn't be watching this video. You all have been warned, so I'm assuming you wouldn't. I have good kids. They wouldn't want to see ruin their surprise, so turn it off if you're my kids. Hi, guys. Yeah, sorry about the live dinner. This wasn't a good day yesterday. Alrighty, so you want to wrap your presents too? I can barely wrap my own. Thank you. Oh yeah, I think it was very difficult getting the wrapping paper in the kids' colors all exactly right. It took many different suppliers and vendors over different schedules and times and shipping dates, but I finally got them all. I'm very proud of this little thing right here. So, yep, thank you guys. We really appreciate all the love. It's been really hard couple of days for me, but what else is new? We'll just have to keep going forward. You love a good challenge anyways. Yeah, I didn't do any of I thought about doing, I could barely handle doing Andrea's multi-layer presents when I was just the dad and not the dad and the mom. So maybe that'll come back someday. I don't know, but I can barely. There's so much stuff to do. Thomas has got a Christmas party for his job that taking one person, and he's taking me. So we're gonna go to that at 6 o'clock here in about 3 hours, and I got to get this stuff done. And yeah, holidays are hard. I don't know if it's particularly hard because of Christmas. It's just hard. Alexis, I probably did. There's some we haven't opened yet. I'm very sorry that the amount of cards we get is just insane. I'm pretty sure we got them, but they all run together. I'm sorry about that, but we really appreciate all of them, and I read them, and I look at them, and I thank you guys for sending them. It's super nice. But it's one of those things that it's just too hard to keep up with, so... All right, so we're going to start with Thomas. So Thomas and Asher both got the same thing. You probably know what this is, but it's a 1 terabyte solid state drive for their computers. This is like a hard drive that holds their data, but it's 10 times faster than a regular hard drive. So they're big gamers, and so that's a very big upgrade for them. So especially Asher's, it's going to be a really good pickup for them in their gaming. I'm trying to stay in a budget of around $100, give or take. Sometimes it's come $120, but generally we stay around $100. So that's what we're going to do. And of course, this is Thomas, so I'm going to wrap this in blue paper. I don't think we've ever done that before. Andrea always just picked. It was very hard to find wrapping paper all in the same colors. I think she's thought of it before, but she basically just matched them and made them pretty. But I figured it'd be fun. I don't have to put name tags on them if they're in their colors. That's a bonus. What will be good Christmas presents to send the kids? I don't know. Honestly, I had the hardest time getting my Christmas presents, so I'm glad to have gotten mine. I don't know if that's the way we want to do it or not. I thought it'd be fun to maybe see kind of what's going on here. Hope you don't get motion sick easy. This does not include their stocking stuffers. So Andrea always wrap their stocking stuffers individually so they have more fun unwrapping little bitty gifts. I may or may not do that. We'll see how I'm feeling after I get these done. Like I said, it's been difficult, emotionally difficult for me lately, so I can barely get myself to do this. Going live seems to help, so I think kind of help two birds with one stone, I suppose. Can you critique my? Yeah, you certainly can. My mom always told me I was awesome at wrapping. My real dad, who passed away when I was 10, apparently was really good at wrapping stuff, and so. Although I admit I'm going to go kind of fast. I got a lot of presents to wrap. Thank you, Sharon. And of course I'm using invisible tape. No, transparent tape. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I thought I was going to nail it. If you guys don't know that, everybody who watches our shopping videos or have for any length of time knows that I get invisible tape and transparent tape confused. I just got to remember that invisible tape is not actually invisible. It's actually extremely opaque. Thank you, Debbie. You guys are so nice with the super chats. We really appreciate that. Every little bit helps. Yeah. Oh, Asher's birthday. Yep, I just wrapped his birthday presents today. I guess I didn't really do anything about that. But Asher, you guys may know, is more of a homebody. He doesn't like to go places. In fact, when we're going to go somewhere, he's not happy about it most of the time. He'd rather be home. He likes his house. He likes his family. He doesn't really want to go anywhere. So we always let the kids choose to go anywhere for their birthdays, anywhere they want to eat. And Asher always wants to eat at home. So he really has been liking Domino's pizza lately. That's been his thing. So I'm going to go get Domino's pizza and come home and eat it, and we'll have some family members come over, and that'll be about it. We'll open presents in the morning. Nope, Tammy, no extreme Christmas wrapping. I can barely handle getting my regular wrapping done. And my business stuff, I got computers here that need fixed, and I haven't had a chance to do them. And dishwasher needs worked on. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Laundry needs done. Kids need fed and played with, and man, I'm really feeling overwhelmed by it. There we go, one done for Thomas. Thomas's is all wrapped. Although he has some, I may end up putting these in the stockings. I also got each child a 10-foot charging cable, high quality charging cable, and a charging outlet for their beds in their colors. So I'm really excited about that. So that was a lot of fun. So he'll get this, but I'm thinking I'm going to put this in the stocking stuffers. We'll see how I might wrap it, but yeah, it's honestly, I'm normally not a gas station cable buyer. I hate gas station cables. I criticize them all the time, but I bought one of these at our local little gas station here, and I put it through the ringer, and I absolutely love it. I don't know what kind of brand. It's some Chinese knockoff, but it's worked very well. And long distance cables are particularly hard to get because the signal doesn't travel as good. It doesn't do fast charging that much. Yeah, a solid state drive is like a hard drive, only it is 10 times faster than a regular hard drive. Normally, these kinds of hard drives are very tiny because they're so expensive, but they've come down in price a lot. This is actually very large. This is 1,000 gigabytes, and is very fast as well. Wow, thank you, Angelica. That's awful kind of you. Yep, I just wrapped this for Thomas, and this is also for Asher. I got them both the same thing. Of course, Daddy's going to have to install those things. I wonder if I can get this to where you can see me and what I'm wrapping. Maybe. Probably not. Hello, and Josie. Well, you can send a link for the hard drive, please. Sir, I'm sure I can put it in our Amazon affiliate store, so just check there later. There should be a link in the comment in the description here or to our Amazon affiliate link, and you can buy it there if you'd like. And anything you buy, not only what I link in the store, but anything you buy after clicking that link, we get a little bit of a commission on. So everybody wins. I'm down in my office, my computer office here. They're all gaming on the other side of the door here, but I all told them that's what I'm doing in here, and my kids would never peek. So these drives run right about $100, give or take, maybe a little more. So they're expensive, but they're very fast. And that's, like I said, the budget I'm trying to stay in is $100 for each kid. And this wrapping paper is thick. Yes, this one's for Asher. Asher is purple. Do your kids believe in Santa? No. We don't do. We do the St. Nicholas story, and we tell them all what he did, and we put little chocolate coins, which we need to do that. I think Hannah ran off with a bag of chocolate coins, and I don't know where it went, to be honest with you. But we do that, but no, we don't do Santa. And I guess the main reason for that is we don't want to really lie to our kids. Everybody knows it's in good fun. I believe in Santa growing up, but we want them to believe, maybe in our family anyways, we're Christians, and we want them to believe in God. God is this being who created everything and lives, somewhere, and, is invisible and watches us all the time and all that sort of a thing, and he's real, and we don't want to, that was my reasoning on it, is we didn't want to set up and say, oh yeah, there's this Santa guy, oh, psych, and they're older. Oh, remember all that stuff we told you? We lied. Easter Bunny, oh yeah, we lied about that too. Oh, Tooth Fairy, yeah, the stork doesn't bring babies. And so we just level with our kids on all of that stuff, and that's just what we've chosen to do. And there's nothing wrong with people that do believe in Santa. So that's a fine tradition. It's just something I decided we didn't want to do. The drive compatible with any computer? Yeah, they would be any desktop computer as long as they have any new one. If you have a really, really old one, and you have IDE, which I don't think there's any IDEs around anymore. So, pretty much any computer. But it's not a matter of just plug and play. You basically got to plug it in. You're still going to have to reinstall pretty much the whole computer again, unless you got some special tricks like Daddy does. Yeah, that's why I was idea with the Christmas with the wrapping paper colors. That way I don't have to put tags on them. and it looks really fun under the tree. I love it. Thomas and Asher. So now we're going on to Judah. And you guys remember that Judah likes making armor and all that kind of stuff. You may have seen Judah's stuff or in his channel. He makes all kinds of medieval armor and stuff, and it's just what he lives for these days. And so what I got him for that is a vise that can attach to the table. Because he's always wanting to borrow Daddy's vise. And he has to go out into the shed where it's cold, or I got one in the attic, and he can use it up there. So that's about all he can do. This one can mount to the table, and he can work right in the living room, and when he's done, he can disconnect it and go wherever he wants to go, which is great. And I got him, this is stainless steel wire of a certain right gauge that I don't remember what it was, and some bolt cutters, because he wanted to make chainmail armor. And he didn't have the stuff to do chainmail armor, because this is actually really expensive, because it's stainless steel. It's not just steel. So it won't rust, and you can buff it up real shiny if you want to. So that's kind of what we got him. This all added up to just over $100 for these three things. It's SATA. It's not eSATA. Their computers aren't. They don't have an M2 slot, but they're just SATA 3. Samsungs, though, good brand. You're going to buy a solid-state drive, you want a Samsung if you care about what brand to get. Well, thank you guys. I know I'm doing a good job with my kids. I love my kids to death, and I'm always there for them. I know I'm a good dad. I'm not trying to brag, but I know I am, and I wouldn't be anything else because I love them to death. It's everything else in my life that I'm no good at. Birthday cake for Jesus? That's a good idea. No, I haven't gotten any surefire hookups yet. I've tried, but I didn't even think about the fact telling you my little baloney story that I think somebody said on somewhere else in a comment today that they're going to find it. So, heck, that's wonderful if you do. We love you guys. It's awful nice that you are being so kind to us. I'm sorry, Cindy, your husband passed in July. Boy, I think I've talked to you before, but I know how terrible it is. It's absolutely the most rotten thing in the whole world. I've never felt as bad as I do right this moment. Am I ambidextrous? No, I'm not, but some things I've learned to do with my left hand pretty well. But generally, I'm not. Their kids wouldn't watch this. I told them all about it, but they wouldn't do something like that. "25 years seems like a blink." Yep, it was 20 for me. It does. It's pretty darn rotten. Being lonely sucks. Any of the kids left-handed? No, they're not. Right hand is dominant, and both me and Andrea were right-handed. So Andrea's mom was a lefty, I believe. So she might carry the gene for it, but there's basically no possible way our kids could be born left-handed. Thomas isn't moving anywhere right now, but he has plans to get an apartment with his best friend somewhere here in town. So did your kids tell you what you want for Christmas, or did you decide it yourself? Nope, they don't tell me. Oh, I better turn that off. You won't be able to hear anything I do. Little heater kicked in. Nope, we don't. The kids don't ever ask for anything. We don't really watch TV, and so they don't. And my kids they just don't ask for things. So I don't know why. That's just how it went. They just are happy with usually whatever we get them. Usually we know them very well, and we get them something good that they would like. Yeah, we thought about building a tiny house in the yard. I don't know if he wants to do that or not, but that was one of the things Andrea always dreamed about. Oh, there goes the wrapping paper. But it's, I don't know. My life's all upside down. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm lucky I'm doing this much. Thank you, Paradigm. I don't know if I'm holding it together or not. It feels like I'm not most of the time. I'm strong for my kids, but when nobody's looking, I am not very strong. All right, there's one for Judah. Maybe we'll stack them over here so you can kind of see what that's like there. Yeah. Thomas's best friend is the Reeves boy, Caden. So wrapping a circle is not going to be easy. I could put it in a box, but I've always had a lot of fun about wrapping odd shapes. It is thick paper. It's supposed to be this awesome paper brand called Jam. And it was not cheap, but it had the best color selection. It was all the same, so how am I going to do that? Yeah, my cold it's still hanging on actually, but my voice is coming back pretty good. Let me see. I got another idea. Yeah, it sucks to lose people. The kids get a girls' boy gift, or you just did each one getting a gift? Each one's getting a gift. There is I forgot she kind of did that, didn't she, Andrea? I do have some family. Sorry about that. I do have some family gifts for the whole family, but I guess I didn't really do a girls and a boys. So Mostly because I didn't remember to do that. You lost your son on... Oh, wow. Yeah. That sucks. Dying sucks. Especially losing Andreas. It's the worst thing I've ever gone through. By far. The loneliness is absolutely crushing. Well, thank you guys. It is very nice to have people to talk to like you guys. I'm very lucky to have a YouTube channel. I can just turn it on and have some people to talk to. It's not quite the same as talking to somebody that you love, but it certainly is very helpful. Very helpful. Yeah, my kids are here. I'm absolutely blessed to have kids. I love my kids. I love being with my kids. Sometimes I have a hard time not letting the pain that I'm feeling emotionally interfere with me, having fun with them. So I try to put all that on the shelf when we're hanging out and having fun together and eating dinner. And so they don't know, but the older kids know. They can tell. They're not dumb. I don't know if I wrap really well right now. I've never really wrapped a circle before. But I thought that would be fun to have a circle present under the tree. I was wondering if this would be a good stream or not. I couldn't really tell. But I know that wrapping presents is super boring, and I know a lot of people around the world, around the country, around the world, are wrapping presents right now. Or at some point they will be. Maybe it's nice to have somebody else to talk to wrapping presents. I don't know. It is for me right now. I'll tell you that. Haywire. It does look like it. Maybe that's what it is. More of fencing wire. It's stainless steel wire. It's so Judah can make his chainmail armor that he wants to make. So you use that wire to make little bitty rings, and you weave them together to make chainmail armor. And he's really into making armor. This was actually fairly expensive. No, we didn't have the... Oh, you missed the family dinner live. Yeah. I was in a really bad place yesterday, and there's some things that happened the last couple of days that were very hard. That yeah. Well, I've never wrapped a circle before, but this just seemed the most logical way to do it. It's going to probably be kind of hard to open this. Judah will enjoy it, though. Why did that come up? Some of his friends are atheists. Yes, I have very, very close friends, childhood friends. One who just called me yesterday or texted me yesterday to find out how I was doing. Said he's there for me. He's the staunchest atheist you'll ever meet. Nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean I don't try to save his soul all the time. I certainly do. And should anybody. If you really believed in your heart that your friend was going to hell, what kind of friend would I be to not try? Right? All right. It does look like some cheese, huh? Those red cheese things. Am I going to have a video Christmas morning? I don't think so. I think we're going to leave that just a close family thing. Yeah, it does look like a cheese wheel. Totally looks like a cheese wheel. Yep, I almost forgot about the kids drawing names for each other. We all drew names for each other. The kids all drew names for each other. I almost forgot that, they need to go buy presents. So I was thinking I was done with shopping, but we got to take them. Tomorrow's Asher's birthday, so I don't know when we'll go, but one of these evenings probably I'll take all the kids. We usually take them to the dollar store and give the little kids some money. The older kids have their money to buy their presents for each other. I'm probably going to have to give the kids some money. I've been thinking about to buy Daddy something. I don't need anything. I don't care about anything, but Justus in particular was very concerned that Daddy wasn't going to have any presents to open. So he spent like all of his money he's been earning doing his cattle thing, Grandpa Reeves, and bought Daddy something at the magic shop when he went the other day, which was super sweet. But I imagine he's carrying a burden about that, and he's probably not happy. He's probably sad about that. So I think I'll give the kids all some money and let them go buy something. Not the way to do it, but I like them to save their own money for things like that. But this is kind of a new thing that I don't know about how to deal with. So it really sucks. I don't know why this had to happen. Never felt so lonely in my entire life. I wasn't going to be crying on these things. This one's a terrible wrap present, but it's flat. I don't know what I can do with it. Oh. All right. Justus. Justus is next. So I got Justus. Two things. Game for his Switch. These are all little carnival games. It's just a cheesy little game. It's not a very expensive. It's like a $20 game. But that's those little dinky games where you can play with the little girls and the kids. He absolutely loves that stuff. So got him this for his Switch. And then this drone is for 14 and up. But that'll make him feel nice and special. But he'll love that. And I have a little bit of a hard time thinking of something for him. But that's what we got him. So kids are all doing really good, honestly. They are doing really well. They certainly get sad sometimes and cry sometimes, but for the most part, I think they're adapting very nicely. Very glad. I think it helps to have so many people in our family. You're not alone, You don't. I can tell you for me, when I'm alone, that's the worst. Mornings and evenings when I go to bed are unbearable. So they're rarely alone, and they sleep in bed in the same room with all their other siblings. So they're almost never alone. You ever feel Andrea around? No, I don't. But I sometimes when I'm thinking about what I'm supposed to do with my life and what I'm supposed to do at this moment, I can hear the things she would say to me. I don't know why I'm crying so much right now, although I do. It's been a really hard couple days. This was supposed to be a fun Christmas wrapping present video, guys, that you can come hang out with me and wrap presents and enjoy your wrapping. This is supposed to be a therapy session for me. I guess that's what it's turned into. It can be both. I don't know how enjoyable that is to watch. But that's what it is, apparently. Yeah, the alternative to going live was recording a video. And I couldn't bring myself to do it. And hold the camera there and talk to the camera, and then I'd have to edit it, upload it. And I just didn't want to do that. And plus, I figured if you're wrapping your presents, this is real-time wrapping, right? This isn't instant. Look, bam, this package is wrapped. So it's probably more fun to hang out that way, I'd imagine. Make the choice to be here to support you and tears and smiles. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate all you guys hardcore people on the channel. I very much love you all, and everybody I do. I'm blessed that you guys are hanging around after Andrea left. Kind of thought maybe it'd all fall apart, but so far it hasn't. All right, game wrapped. I got Thomas and Asher solid state hard drives for their computers. So their computers or games will run much, much faster than they do now, which will make them very happy. Oh, see, look at that. You're all adults. See, Kappa has nothing on us. I think that Kappa thing's going to all blow over and be nothing anyways. If you've been following any of that stuff in YouTube news. Now, we'll put the gifts under the tree now. That'll make them really excited to look at them and imagine and see which one's theirs. The only thing I regret is like Thomas and Asher got an expensive gift and it's small. Of course, they're teenagers. They're going to be super excited about it, but they're not going to have a lot to open. I still have a lot of stocking stuffers that I got all the kids, so I guess that makes it work out. Sister took her own life. Wow, that's terrible. Yeah, I went for a walk today too. Walks, I like to say walks help, but they really don't. They help a little bit. It like takes me like from 100% crap feeling to 90% crap feeling. Yep, Rachel Day has watched a lot of videos and figured out a lot of stuff about us. She's quite a big fan. My back is going to be stiff. Yeah, it probably is. What else is new? My back's always stiff. All right, see you, Samantha. Thanks for tuning in. Underestimate yourself? I don't know. I don't know what that means. When you don't realize you are, okay, good bless. Well, thank you. My family doesn't understand why I get upset with them when I mention dating. They don't understand that I'm never remarrying. Why I say I'm never remarrying. Well, you know, I think God either puts that on our hearts or doesn't. Andrea said that she would never remarry. And I remember, I think I've shared it before, but I said, I don't know what I do. She says, oh yeah, you get remarried. And fast. And I was like, how do you know? I don't even know that. She's like, you just would. And she said it not in a bad way. She just said it like, that's what would happen. And I keep replaying that in my head all the time. I know that I probably will. I can't take it. But gotta find somebody first, I suppose. Heck, I gotta deal with the rest of my grief first, I suppose. I don't know. I'm new at this. Well, Minnie Mouse, the time is right. Tom will meet someone maybe in the same situation with him. Maybe. I really hope that's the case. I really, really do. I'm not supposed to say that. I don't know. But I keep hearing Andrea in my head. It's not. I can't explain it to you how I know everything that she said. That's why that's an instant thing that makes me mad. Sometimes people will say in the channel, like, you're going against what Andrea would want. You don't know what Andrea would never have done that. Andrea would never do that. I get that a lot, and I delete most of them. You guys don't get to see them, but believe me, I know what Andrea would do. We were like the same person. I knew everything about her. And one of the things I hear her saying is that don't worry, you're going to find somebody, Tommy. I need to be sharing that with you guys, but heck, this is real, right? I'm allowed to be who I am. That's why our channel has been the way it has, is because we're just people. We're not fake. I'm not going to lie to you. This was a drone for Justus, is what this gift was. All right. Justus is done. Eden. Okay. Eden's next. And for Eden, I got her one of these Fuji Instax camera things. It's kind of like the new form of Polaroids. And got her a couple things of film and a little accessories kit with little things you can make, little photo frames and little keychainy things and cases and little craft things for making cute little presents. And it's in yellow, which is her color. I wish I could take the credit for coming up with this idea. Someone else gave me the idea, and it's an excellent idea. She will love it. This is right up her alley. Well, this is the yellow I couldn't find in the jam paper, and this is the thinnest paper I have ever seen. Just breathe wrong, it's going to rip. It's like tissue paper almost, just a little bit thicker than tissue paper. Okay. Yeah, these are easy shapes, thankfully. I should have cut this right the first time. Some of this wrapping paper's got grids on the back. That's super nice for cutting straight lines. This is so thin, I can just do that, I guess. Yeah, I didn't think this would make me cry. Mostly talking to people. I think I need to talk to people. And then I don't really have anybody to talk to. I don't have anybody to talk to. Strange, I'm sure. I know I can't dump on my kids. I would never do that to them. But anyways, I have a hard time talking to anybody if I don't have a connection with them. I had some people to talk to for a little while, but I don't now. Yep, I do have you guys. And I'm grateful. I can't always dump the heavy stuff on you, although I dumped some pretty heavy stuff on you today, I guess. Those are the things that I keep thinking about. Those things we were just talking about. People tell me I'm not supposed to talk about those things right now. It's too soon and all that stuff, but all I know is how I feel. And I just know being married to Andrea was the greatest thing of my entire life. I know what it's like to have that. And that's all I want out of life, is to get that back. So welcome. I'm glad you're wrapping presents with us. That's kind of was my idea in this. Wrapping presents is kind of boring. But if you're wrapping presents with somebody else who's being bored, then heck, you got yourself, you're halfway to not being bored. Thanks. Like I said, this is some thin paper, boy. How many gifts did they get each? Well, I spent about $100, give or take. Mostly give. A little over $100, probably about $120. $100 to $120 on each kid. And that was mostly going by value. As you guys know, Andrea made a lot of presents. But obviously I wasn't going to be able to do that, at least this year. Maybe in the future I can get that done. Got that. I think I'll wrap these two films together. Did I have a hard shopping? Yes, I felt very overwhelmed. It's like for Andrea, I keep a stealth list in my phone of all the things she ever mentioned throughout the whole year that I'd ever hear her say, "Oh, that's nice," "Oh, that's pretty," and I'd write it down. So when it came time for presents, I would, is that going to work? No. I would just look at my list and pick something off of it. And so, but it took a lot of work just to remember to do that and keep that up. And of course, I have not been doing that all year for my kids. I'm really good at, I know them, I understand them, I know what they like. But, a lot of the things they already got. And, like, I had a really hard time for Asher. Asher's a different kid. He does love his games, so that was an easy pick at the end of the day. You're wrapping them sewing Christmas jammies. 7 grandbabies. Aw, that's nice. Yes, this is film for the camera that I just wrapped. That's about the right size. Sections of life on this channel support group. Yeah, she did. She did. This YouTube channel, I know it was from God. I know God made her do it. You know why he made her do it? Because of today. Not just for me, but my kids will be able to see her. You know how much better our home movies are now than before we had a YouTube channel? Man, our home movies kick butt. All professional, edited, music, background sounds. Heck, I kind of did that with the first home movies, really. But I didn't do them very often. Having these vlogs are going to be immensely helpful, especially like to Hannah and Claudia and Sophia, because they won't remember her. They'll have very few memories, if any. I think about how many memories I had as a kid when my dad died at 10. And the amount of memories I have of my dad, I can count on one hand. You still need time to grieve. Take the time to grieve your loss. I don't agree with everything you do. Yep. With everything you do, not everything you do. Yeah, I know that's the truth. I know I'm still grieving. I know that's the case. I know that's the case. And I'm still working on that. I will be. I'm going to be grieving for forever, I'm sure. Doesn't really change what I think is going to probably happen someday. Well, it should stay on here, Amanda. I don't know how fun it is to go back and rewatch wrapping presents. Here we are. Certainly we're blessed with your relationship. Some people never experience a relationship in their lives as lovely. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. I had the greatest life. I still have a great life. Even if I can't see it, I have the greatest kids. All right. And then this accessory kit. Yeah, anyways, I didn't finish talking about that, but the YouTube channel, it just keeps giving to me. It's now giving us money. I'm definitely making less money in my business right now. Definitely. I don't know if that's because people are not calling me as much, because they think that I'm all sad, which I am, but of course I need to provide for my kids. And I'm staying home on Thursdays now, so I'm working less there too. Anyways, the monetization has really helped. It's basically put me back to where I was before. Andrea would be budgeted. We have a home business. You don't make the same thing every month. And so Andrea budgeted it 3 ways. If we make X, if we make Y, if we make Z. How much you put into savings. So each one, I got a little laminated note from her about how she did that. That made me really happy. I wish I could do it right now. I'm barely able to pay bills. I don't even know how to pay bills. I've been doing it, but anyways. Now with the monetization of the YouTube channel, it started off really strong and it's tapered off now, which is fine. That's always going to be how it is. But I'm still basically making now a month what I would make on the best scenario before, which is a super big blessing. It takes a lot off my mind because all I do as a guy is worry about money. So I'm very glad. So it's given us memories of my wife and her mommy for the kids. It's giving us income, and it's putting me in contact with all kinds of people who are here for me to help, which is absolutely wonderful. Yes, I wanted to say something about that. Yes, Minnie Mouse, thank you. I know there'll never be another Andrea. I know that. Nobody could replace Andrea. I've totally come to terms with that. I know she's I don't want a replacement for her anyways. I couldn't replace her. So when I say all those things, don't hear that I want to replace her. I don't. Can't. All I would need is, well, it doesn't matter. Hard to wrap presents when you can't see. Okay. This wrapping paper is so thin. It makes it wrinkle. The story of the colors was, I think it might have been after we had Judah. Andrea tells the story in one of the videos, so if I butcher this, you can go watch her video. But I think it was after we had a couple kids and we needed to organize. Or maybe it was, no, it was Thomas was just blue. I don't know how it was, but Andrea always wanted to mark underwear and stuff with color, and Thomas's favorite color was blue. And so we marked his as blue. And so when we got Asher, we thought, well, we should go next. Well, next color in the rainbow was purple. So we went with purple. And then we just followed the rainbow. And then we ran out of colors in the rainbow. So then we started going to light colors of the rainbow. Starting all over again with blue. So that's kind of how it went. Yeah, exactly, Amanda. I know nobody can replace, but they can be special their own way. That's all. I mean, all I want is someone who loves me and love my kids. That's all I want. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? I give my life to God, and I want to walk the path that God has laid out for me. I don't know what that path is. I keep thinking of my dream that I've shared with you guys before about the spiders and the bugs or whatever. I know that's related. And I know at the end of the dream I shake the bugs off. So maybe someday I'll shake them off, whatever that means. All right. Eden's done. Solly is next. Solly is easy to buy for. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. He's going to look like he have a ton of presents to open too because all of his stuff is cheap. Thank you, Amanda. That's very encouraging to read. All right, so Solly loves Legos. He loves them to death. He loves doing kits of Legos and then building his own things. So these here were all like $15, $10 a piece. So we got these Lego sets for him to do. We got a boat one. I don't know, car, jet, and helicopter. This all added up to about $50 right here. So easy to buy Legos, and they're so cheap, really. And so then in addition to make up the difference, we got him this camo. It's kind of hard to tell in this bag. Camo military vest. It's actually a pretty high quality one for a little dude, and it's got little pouches for ammunition and rocks and guns and whatever he's got. So he'll love the tar out of that. And to go with that, it's a replica 191 1911 rubber band gun semi-automatic. He's going to flip. This is going to be his favorite thing ever. He's absolutely going to love it. So I got a lot to wrap for Solomon. So I might wrap all these Legos together. That would be cheating though. Maybe I'll wrap them 2 and 2. I don't want it to look like he's got a million presents under the tree. Nobody else does. Yeah, right, Cindy. I think that's the right thing. What do you think letting kids have guns at young age is a bad example? No, absolutely not. I think the best. Anyways, I think education is the best form of protection of your children on any matter. So, besides the fact that Solly loves guns, he just does. Anybody who watches our channel knows Solly loves guns. So, I don't have a problem with it. 1911, too much kick for me. Yeah. I don't think this one kicks a lot. So, Tanya, I believe God will place someone in your life in His timing. I hope so. I hope so. I hope I don't keep harping on that, but it's what I think about. So, back to the thick paper though. That'll be a lot nicer. We think shooting is fun, and I want my kids to know about gun. They have a lot of gun safety through Daddy. That's not something we always show on the channel, but it's part of our life. Did I put up a Thanksgiving video? I don't think I did I? I have some Thanksgiving footage. You probably won't see any of it on it, but we did do some shooting over at Tristan and Amy's house for Thanksgiving. It was a lot of fun. And like I said, you probably won't see that because, well, that's one of those things YouTube doesn't like to show, and you don't need the attention. So, I think you're right about doing 2 at once. Let's see which 2 are the same size. Those are kind of the same, so I'll make these 2 the same. But wrapping a present with a Tetris piece in it is going to be more challenging. Yep, we'll put the presents under the tree. Do I want to do that? I think I can figure that out. So I like wrapping unusual shapes. It's a nice challenge. And, I didn't mean to be getting everybody onto a gun topic. Wrap them each separately, then stack them in a tower, ribbon around all of them. That's a really good idea. I don't want it to look like Solly's got a bajillion presents and all the other kids will feel bad. Well, I'm going to wrap them two at a time. Oh, yeah. Well, religion and politics is what I say is taboo. I didn't think toy guns would be a taboo subject, but toy guns led to real guns, and I guess that kind of is, isn't it? Let's see here. I think I need a little bit more room in there. I think we barely made that work. Okay. Yep, Andrea would wrap all the stocking stuffers. Andrea would wrap individually so they'd have more to open. And I still do have, I don't know if you can see it up there, I've got bags and bags of stocking stuffers, and candy and stuff. And so we'll, I may wrap those. We'll see how enthusiastic I'm feeling. Heck, you guys don't mind a 15-hour live stream, hopefully. I figure people can come and go as they please and stay for a little while. I'm just doing my wrapping, and if somehow you guys enjoy it, then great. I enjoy it too. It's nice to have some company. Question about the gun? No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Ask a question about the rubber. If you want to ask a question about my very safe rubber band gun, then you can certainly ask a question about it. Oh, we got 1,000 people watching. That's incredible. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Isn't that the truth? I could have just said that. Everybody loves that movie. So even if you hate guns, you'd probably still love that movie. So that would have been a safe way to diffuse the situation. Let's see, how do I want to do this now? I think the correct answer is a slit at the top. Yeah, I'm sorry I riled you guys all up with the guns. I seriously am. I don't want that. I know gun safety is an important issue, and I want my kids to be safe and protected, and that I don't want guns to be a problem anywhere in the world. So, of course, we might disagree on how to bring that about, but I still agree with you. Oh, you guys remember the toothpick. Actually, the toothpick crossbows, I bought those. They were awesome. Yeah, you want to see something dangerous. Toothpick crossbows were dangerous. You know what? No one got hurt. It was fine. It worked out plenty good. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think a diagonal cut is what is required here. And then a diagonal cut here. By the way, the gun is an elastic precision. This is like the best. There's a patent on this rubber band gun. You can load 6 shots, and as much as you pull the trigger, It actually has a real action. It goes back every time you pull the trigger and reload the next one. You can shoot 6 without having to reload. Super cool. I would have loved that as a kid. Kids are in the other rooms just playing games and hanging out, that sort of a thing. I do have a Christmas party for Thomas's work to go to that's only 2 people can go, so it's a fancy dinner. I think it's expensive, so they only invite 2 people. So Thomas invited me. So we're going to that at 6. I gotta leave here about 5:30. It's about 4 now, so stream couldn't go much longer than that, really. You collect coins or other memorabilia? No, I don't. No coins. When I was little, I collected coins, but boy, I don't know how I cut that off there. It's an ugly gap. Oh, lawn darts. Those were awesome. Yeah, some people got hurt doing lawn darts, didn't they? People love to ban everything. We're still excited that we got a merry-go-round at the park. I don't know if it'll stay there forever, but you'll be hard-pressed to find those anywhere in the world anymore. Yeah, I can't cut a straight line either. Unless I'm really focusing. I need to cut some of that off. Back, still doing all right. Monkey bars are still around. I think they're generally safe, but heaven forbid the kids play dodgeball. Yeah, I suppose. Getting out does help. For some reason, getting out in our small town is different because everybody knows who I am. Everybody knows I'm sad. All right, well, that's a Tetris block, but it came out all right. This one's a sideways Tetris block. Great. I played chicken on my bike once, and me and my friend in California. I said, "You turn left, I'll turn right." And of course, we crashed because his left is my right. So we turned the same way. I was sure he got it wrong, and I got it right. And he was sure I got it wrong. He got it right. It should have just said, both turn right. Yeah, I learned that lesson. I don't think that scrap is big enough to... Yeah, I think she's proud of me too. I got being a dad down. Actually, I got being a husband down too. Just, yeah. I'm a good dad. I know I'm a good dad. I'm totally confident in my dadding abilities. Even through this. I know all the right answers. If I was talking to somebody who lost their wife, I would be their best friend. I would know how to say, I would know how to handle it. I would tell them how they're supposed to deal. But for me, I can't do that. It doesn't work for me. Even though I know what I'm supposed to say, know what I'm supposed to do. They give them Christmas at their birthday. That's what we do mostly. Yeah, it's pretty much. We give ample opportunities for the kids to earn money. And we like to be very free with them earning money. So they can then buy whatever they like. That's one of the reasons why our kids don't beg in the stores, because if they beg in the stores, we just say, they say, Daddy, I want that. And we say, do you have any money? And they'll say, no. So, well, better save up. And that answers all the questions. They never beg about it again. And it's worked very beautifully. It's a wonderful system. So I still have never done a video on our time clock. Oh, the Alexa, all the stuff I want to do videos on, I haven't done them. But we have a time clock now. We pay the kids by the minute per chores. Ends up generally being about a nickel a minute, which is about $3 an hour. And so they clock in every day doing their chores. And if they want to spend 15 minutes doing a 5-minute chore and think that they're beating the system, think they're getting away with scrubbing the floors for 15 minutes, then hey, knock themselves out. You only have to get up every day and you're doing great. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's it or not. I got a lot more to do than just get up. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I think I got to do this. Yep, that would be nice. Minnie Mouse, it absolutely would. Maybe she's there. I need to cut some off of this. No, actually I don't. How have things been since you chose to monetize the channel? It's been great. We don't make a ton, but it's absolutely a help. Like I was saying earlier that I'm not making as much as I did when Andrea was alive in my business. I'm working less, and I don't know, people are calling less. I don't know, but it basically puts us back to normal. And I'd be in big trouble without it right now. After all that of me saying I don't want to rely on it, pretty much what I'm doing, I guess. We've got money from the GoFundMe stuff, so I just hope to save that for our house remodel someday. I don't know what a roundabout is, but that's the merry-go-round's the thing where it's a big circle, spins in place. It's got little bars on top. You get on it and you spin in circles and fall off. Yeah, if that's what you call a roundabout, then yes. I tried something different with this video. You may notice the thumbnail is one of our regular thumbnails. So normally our live videos, it's just usually a random shot for the video. But I went through the trouble to make a real thumbnail. And I'm interested to see how that affects the views of this video. I feel like it's going to change it a little bit. Not that I'm tricking you guys into watching it, but it's more exciting. And we have one video about organizing on vacation that's got a picture of rainbow bottle, all the different kids' bottles that are all their colors, all in a row. For whatever reason, people love to click on that video. It's one of our most popular videos. And I don't exactly understand why, but I think it's the rainbow bottles. So I'm wondering about these rainbow wrapping paper. I'll be interested to watch the views on this and see how that works out. Alright, that side's done. Thanks, the holidays are hard. I know that they would not want me to grieve until I didn't get to the end of that. Rotary, boy, there are merry-go-rounds here. Always interesting. I always wonder how those things change and be different all over the world. Especially like merry-go-round is a modern day thing. But I guess lots of people were inventing it at the same time, and that's before the internet when you could have universal naming conventions. Dang, man, I need a strip of paper now. Perfect. Yeah, I wish I could do something about those time differences, but I've been live streaming at randomly different times, sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes now, sometimes in the evening. So I like to think I'll get everybody in a live stream one of these days. Maybe not at the same time, but yep, I'm in my computer shop. This is the place I can. Andrea always, her place to go to be away was in the bedroom, close the door. But for a few reasons, I don't want to be in there. That is Andrea's spot. This is my spot. Dang. Everybody, I think there's a lot of people watching old videos. I see comments. Every time a comment comes through, I have to approve it. So I always see when someone's reading those other comments, and I always get shocked because they'll like respond to one of Andrea's comments. And that takes me back, and I see what she said. I never read her comments, right? I mean, I live with her. I didn't read her comments. So then I see her comments. And that's hard. But then sometimes it's like she's talking to me. All right, Tetris box 2 done. I'm not so sure it was easier to do that than just wrapping them individually. I still got to wrap the rubber band gun and the camo vest. I'm definitely going to wrap those together too. This one's going to be sloppy because of the bag anyways. I had to buy bologna. Yep, I hear you. Bologna's good. I don't eat a lot of meat, believe it or not. I always describe myself as a crapitarian. I only eat the crap. That's pretty much it. But heck, Andrea ate better than me, and she's dead. Certainly can't predict the future, can we? Eat right, get lots of exercise, drink plenty of fluids, die anyways. I like interesting shapes. I love different things, so I enjoy wrapping the presents that way, even if it was not the most easy way to do it. How do you make bologna sandwiches? Actually, more often than not, I'm not trying to be all low carb or anything, but I'll just eat the bologna, put a piece of cheese on the bologna, put some mayonnaise inside of that, and just fold it in half and eat it like that. That tends to be how I eat it most of the time. I used to call that Atkins diet. Now it's anymore. I'm sure they call it something else. It's so quiet. Like, am I quiet and they need to talk louder, or is it quiet because there's no kids running around? Yeah, they could call it keto now, wouldn't they? Keto, keto, I don't know. I read the term more than I say it. I don't say it. So you can laugh at me if I said it wrong. I'm slapping it up here because wrapping this fabric thing isn't any fun. My floor is neat and tidy. Oh my goodness, look at this floor. It is not neat and tidy. I wonder if I put it up here, if I can get it to where you can see me and the thing. It's kind of dumb looking at my leg all the time a little bit. A little bit down. It's a little better, I suppose. Need some Christmas songs while you rap. Yeah, I do, but this video would get flagged so fast it'd make your head spin. What I need to do is invest in a whole bunch of royalty-free Christmas music, which you can find a lot of. If you just search YouTube for royalty-free Christmas music, you can find a lot. But you'd think they were all royalty-free. More than once, we've taken stuff from a royalty-free source and still get copyright flagged. So you can still see everything, right? Like the camera gets out of whack like this. I haven't tested this, let me know. But royalty-free means it's copyright-free. Anybody can use it for any purpose, making money, anything, and you can Christmas music that you won't get in trouble for playing, basically. If you play music that somebody owns, they will claim your video and take all the revenue from it, or maybe get it taken down, or you may get a strike. You get a strike, you get 3 strikes, your YouTube channel goes down. So it's all, it could go any one of a lot of ways. So you're better off staying the heck away from it if you can. Mojave, I haven't heard of that one. One I use is Coral Video Studio. I love it. Long before it was Coral Video Studio, it was ULEAD Video Studio. I've been using it for like 20 years. I love it. Long before we had a YouTube channel, just for our home movies. Yeah, actually, we got a strike. I think I told you guys recently I got a strike for spamming. Back when I was scheduling like a month's worth of, game nights and stuff, I would schedule them beforehand, so I wouldn't have to remember to do it later. And we got a strike for doing the same video name over and over again. I didn't realize that was a thing, so we got to change the name. So we put the date after it, and that makes it a unique video name. It sounds like they think that they're just uploading the same video over and over again. All right, so that was Solomon. Thomas, Asher, Judah, Justus, Eden, Solomon, Sophia. So this is a special present for me. It's a tablet. But Andrea bought this. We bought this when Claudia's birthday. They had a special where you get 2 of them. We got a purple one and a blue one. Claudia got her tablet, and this is the one that we got for her. So Sophia gets a tablet. She will love it. And of course, as I said before, we've got a 10-foot long charging cable for each one of the kids that they're going to get. It's just a stupid tablet. It's nothing to be emotional about, but somehow I can be emotional about everything. This is really thin wrapping paper too, and it's got a big old dent in the middle. You're an awesome dad, doing a great job taking care of things that are special. Praying for you all. Thank you. We can certainly use the prayers. They didn't all have the right colors. I ordered these online. I did not pay the $3 special price at Walmart for wrapping paper like I wanted to. Some of these rolls were 20 bucks. But I wanted really badly to do this with the colors. So I ordered them from all over the place. And sometimes they were days apart. I got the last roll. I just literally opened it out of the package today, so I couldn't make this video before today because I didn't have the blue and the pink. It does look white, doesn't it? It's light blue. It's I got spotlights in my shop here, and they drown everything out for the camera. These bigger ones, rolls, the ones I was using for the blue and the red, they're, like I said, they're called jam, which, I'm not into wrapping paper fads, but apparently jam is like the paper to get. It's like high-end wrapping paper. I didn't know there was such a thing, but there is. I'm sorry, JG, that's terrible. Yeah, you worry about money in the future. I know, man. I often think about that. If I had died, we had a pretty good life insurance policy on me. Andrea had one too, but it wasn't a lot. We had a really good one for me. If I had died, Andrea would have been set for life. That made me feel so comfortable. It's funny. I mean, obviously, it's tough to lose anybody. But I was just thinking about the difference between losing a husband versus losing a wife. And it must be so hard to lose a husband and not have any other money coming in. But at the same time, if you lose the husband, pretty much his money is your only concern. Not only concern, but it's your major concern. And then losing a wife, I don't have to worry about money as much. But I don't know how to do anything. The part, I can learn stuff. The part that bothers me the most is I'm a dad. I'm a rough dad. Dad's a discipliner. Dad's a tough guy, right? Mommy was the soft one. And she would always soften my hand. She would say, Tommy, calm down. It's okay. You're all right. I get mad or worked up, and she'd be my peace, and she'd comfort me and say, hey, that might have been really rough for that, for whoever. You should go talk to them. And I go talk to them and realize I hurt their feelings. I didn't even know that I hurt their feelings. And now I don't know those things. So I got to be super sensitive and careful of what I say and how I handle the kids. Alrighty, so you can see the blue that way. Light blue. Tablet. Yeah, I do hear her inside. Sophia, Claudia. So you guys may have noticed Claudia likes to dress up a lot. She's always dressing up. She's always coloring. Like she'd have Andrea color her nails with markers, or she'd color her face, or wear crazy dumb shoes that don't fit. So we got her. This is a nail polish kit, but they are it's peelable nail polish. So when it dries, it's like a rubber, and you can just peel it off. So if she gets it on the table, no problem. I can peel it off. If she wants to change them to blue, we can just peel them off. If she gets them all over her hands, we can just peel them off. So I think that's a genius thing. It wasn't even that expensive. So to go along with that, we got a little girl's makeup kit. I don't know anything about what's in there, but it says kids makeup kit with makeup remover. So I'm guessing this is less of a kids makeup kit and more of a cute little case with real makeup in it. I don't know. So I might have got myself in trouble with this, but we'll go with it. And then I got her this set of tiaras and earrings and little princess shoes. Different princesses. And then this sing along with Peppa Pig thing microphone. Yeah, it probably is a clown makeup kit. It probably is. Well, that'll be how it gets worn anyways. So, yeah. Time are we on? 4:20. We're still doing okay. This is a different company wrapping paper. I don't know what it'll be like. It seems like there's a lot of it. Ooh, it's got a nice feel. I think this might have been $20 roll. Some of the colors are very hard to find. This lavender, it's a very light purple, which is Claudia's. Very hard to find lavender wrapping paper. And when you find it, it's pretty much was made for weddings, which means they charge twice as much. She doesn't need this handle, and that is absolutely going to get in the way of wrapping this. Although maybe it's a case. I don't care, I'm cutting it off. Yeah, it's wrapped tightly so you can't tell. It's actually smaller than the other rolls, but the other rolls have got a giant tube in the middle. It's mostly air, so it looks like you're buying a giant roll of wrapping paper when it's like 5 feet. This is actually, it seems like it's very tight and very thick, and there's a lot of wrapping paper here. That should be big enough. At least I got this done. I anticipated I'm working on the dishwasher, which keeps throwing an error code. I think water's leaking underneath it somewhere, and I got to tip it over and empty the water out. But people are commenting present before you see them. But you might be able to hit F5 or refresh your screen, and that will probably reload it. Where did you do your Christmas shopping at? Well, I pretty much did it on Amazon. A few of the things I bought other places, mostly on Amazon. Problem with shopping on Amazon is you can't just go walk up and down the aisles. You got to come up with clever search terms. All right, DZ, nice to see you. Glad you can make it. Uh-oh, you're gonna troll. We get that comment from time to time about going to the dentist. She may not be a troll. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She just may be slightly rude, but that's okay. Some of them do have bad teeth, and we're planning on taking some of them to get braces. So braces have always been expensive and not something we wanted to always do with the kids if we didn't have to. But we may do that. So thank you for your concern, Pearl. I could ban her. I'm not gonna. She may not be a troll. If she says something else, let me know. See, I didn't think it was necessary purposely trying to be hard. So don't be too hard on her. Sometimes everybody's different. Some people who would say one thing someone else may not say it. So I can usually tell when someone's just straight up being a jerk for no reason. And if they mean well, I didn't think she was meaning badly. That's not bother her. All right. One down for Claudia. I'm going to have to start a new pile. Oh, I guess I didn't show you the group gifts, but Claudia, and we got this. Where did the rest of the purple paper go? There we go. Well, I had 3 things for Claudia, right? 1. Oh, 4 things, yeah. I think I can use this other side. Yep, the super chat YouTube takes quite a big chunk, but you know what? It's easy to do. It's fun. People like it, and I decided it's fine. It's a fine way to do it. I may end up. I think I told you guys the other day that I thought about putting a Patreon up because it's very possible. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but YouTube could fall apart next year, and if I think the COPPA stuff's going to blow over, but if it doesn't, you guys would just never see us again. You wouldn't be popping up for you anymore. You wouldn't be showing up. You could click on our channel if you knew where to find it. But it would pretty much kill the monetization right overnight. I thought about doing the Patreon to put that up, but of course, as soon as I mentioned that last week, I got a bunch of people telling me I'm a greedy person and blah, blah, blah. Ironic that all of YouTube monetizes. All of YouTube. Basically. We were one of the few channels that did not monetize. We didn't monetize for 4 years. The estimate of money we could have made in those 4 years is incredible. But we did it because it's ministry, and it's still a ministry. But I'm alone now, and that's just how it is. And what, buddy?
How long are you planning on going for?
I know we're going to leave about 5:30 or so. Yeah, okay. I got some wrapping paper. There's wrapping paper up at the door upstairs too, in Mommy's in the utility closet.
You got packing tape?
There's Mommy's tape is on her desk. Thomas is here, but he's not looking. He's purposely looking at the wall the entire time. By the way, you can't see him, but he's not looking. He's a good boy. That's in the Yarny World. Do Patreon. I don't know. I thought about doing it. The only reason I haven't done it, to be honest with you, is I don't want people to tell me I'm greedy anymore. I don't like being called greedy. I swear I'm not greedy. I just want to provide for my family. Anyways, I could always start a Patreon later if things go bad, but people wouldn't know to join it. When supposedly this phantom thing that happens basically makes it to like you don't exist. You don't show up in search results unless you're like directly searching for the video. You don't show up in recommended. Don't show up in anywhere, and you don't make money on anything. They did accuse Paul of being greedy. That's totally true. I still may do it. I may do it because it is such a blessing. I'm basically making the same that I always made. And I'm home with my kids more. So I love it. Can't tell you what a piece off my mind it is, because that was my biggest worry when Andrea was here. It's always over money. I think God has totally done this, given me this option, so I can at least take one thing off my worry plate. Now I just got to worry about a bajillion other things. I felt so overwhelmed today looking at this stack of presents. Know what needed to be done. I got tons of things to do in the house. Like I said, I have computer jobs here that have been waiting to be fixed. I haven't fixed them. people that should have been called and scheduled appointments, and I haven't done it. All right, 2 down. As it is right now, the monetization is plenty. I don't need any more. I don't need a Patreon right now. But I just worry that the monetization is going to go away. And that will be... I always said I didn't want to rely on it, but here I am. God would take care of us. No matter what, God would take care of us. I'm not really worried, but I'm kind of worried. I thought about having the other kids rap. And then it just felt like, I don't know, it's Christmas. It's supposed to be special. It's supposed to be, it's what parents do for their kids. And I totally thought about having them help. And I decided, no, there's lots of things I can delegate to my kids, but this isn't one of them. Daddy needs to do this. So he is. Yeah, exactly. I'm almost done. How are Andrea's siblings doing? They're doing well. Ironically, they're at my house a lot, but I don't see them. You know, I'm usually out working, and they're home teaching my children. It's such a blessing. I don't know if they'll always do it. I hope they do. I don't know what I'll do if they decide to quit. None of them would say they're going to quit, but how can I rely on them? They have to teach their own kids. But it all seems like they're going to be here, so I'm very grateful. I don't know what I'd do. Nothing wrong with public school, but I don't want to send my kids to public school. I certainly don't want to have to change their life from what they've been doing their entire life to have to do something new and scary. I heard someone tell a joke once that people that go to public school joke with their kids, if you're not careful, I'm going to homeschool you. They're like, no. And then same thing, people who homeschool say, if you're not careful, I'm going to send you to public school. They're like, no. Whatever it is, nobody wants to change, I suppose. But I may have to do that if they were to quit. I don't know what else I'd do. The older kids could do some of the kids, but they couldn't handle it all. Patreon? Yeah. Could set it up and Andrea actually set up a Patreon once. She set it all up. And I think we got like $35 and she decided, you know what? I'm not going to do it. She took it down. It wasn't right timing, but she was never totally against it. Any monetization. It was where we were at. We were at the place we were at the time. We didn't need the money, so why should we take it? Plus, we love being able to tell people we don't monetize. We got called greedy all the time, even when we didn't monetize. It was just awesome to be able to say, we don't monetize, so we still didn't make any money for 4 years from our YouTube channel. Just that one video alone, the boys, I'm not supposed to talk about that stuff, never mind. The boys' bedroom video, how we fit 6 boys in one room, that video alone would have made us a lot of money if we had monetized. All by itself. Okay. Only Alexa can homeschool your kids, yeah. Tell me about it. Alexa does a lot, though. She's not a substitute wife, but she can handle some things. That would be stressful to have to go to a public school out of nowhere. They would hate it. They would hate it. But Everything has to be on the table. Important thing is I raise them. I paid the house off. We only had like $10,000 left on the house. So I took some of that GoFundMe money you guys sent us and we paid the house off. So we no longer have a mortgage. That's an extremely big blessing. I don't think I've told you guys that yet, did I? Am I dreading Christmas? No. Christmas will be fun. I say that now. I'm sure on Christmas Day when the kids are opening presents, I'm sure I'll shed a few tears. But I'm not generally worried about that Christmas. Holidays haven't been particularly more hard than any other day. But let me tell you, every other day is really hard. Wrap this all up in this scrap here. Yep, it is wonderful to have the house paid off. Now, we'll at least have the house. May not have heat or water if something happens, but we'll have the house. And of course, we pay our property taxes. Otherwise, you still don't have a house. Isn't that amazing in America? If you don't pay your taxes, they'll come take your house. Isn't that terrible? I honestly haven't had any trouble, particularly with holidays. Everybody says the holidays are harder. Maybe they are. I don't know. Every day is hard. Holidays haven't been any harder, but they're still super hard because every day is hard. I'm regretting rolling that so many times. New Jersey has high property taxes? I don't know anything about anything. I'm ignorant about a lot of the world, sadly. I don't think our property taxes are high, but you still have them. It bugs me. Man, I should have slid that down some. Darn it. School and property taxes. I think that's all paid through our regular income tax stuff. This is a bad wrapping job here, but this thing is a very weird shape. All right, Claudia's done. Asking you is greedy. This is a way of helping you by supporting your channel. We thank you very much for supporting the channel. Every day is hard. It's been 5.5 years since I lost my son. Every day is still as hard as when it was. It gets a little better, but never going to be easier. Yeah, Claudia won't care. Wyoming is the 8th lowest in property taxes according to. Oh wow, look at that! I knew we had low property taxes. We do, but it's not the amount really. It's the fact that if you don't pay them, someone will come take your house. That's just so wrong. Bothers the crud out of me. All right, so that was Claudia. I guess we're on to Hannah then, huh? Is that we're on the last kid? I guess so. So Hannah gets a tablet too. You should see her with Claudia's tablet. She can swipe home, load an app. No, that's not what I want. Swipe up, close the app, scroll down, find what she wants. She's absolutely a wizard on the tablet. It's flipping scary. And it's the cutest thing in the whole world. So we got her one. You normally would not get a tablet for girls this age. But she totally is good at it. And she steals the other girls' tablets anyways. She steals Claudia's tablet all the time. Wow. Yeah, Hannah is super cute. She's always been smart. She's absolutely our smartest baby, by far. Andrea knew it too. She always said it was because she stayed an extra month in the womb. And I think that's accurate. I have no doubt because I totally see it. It was really freaky when she was born because when she was born, she was technically 0, newborn, but she had the cognitive abilities of a 1-month-old, which is just really weird. So she was rolling over super fast. But then again, I think it's also heightened by the fact that I think her brain continued to develop more being in the womb for a long time. She's by far our smartest kid. She's a genius. At least developmentally. Alrighty. How old is Hannah? Oh man. I guess she must be 20 months now. I don't know anymore. When is Hannah's birthday? And he's got to go check all the time, doesn't he? So Hannah's is in May. So it's January, February, March, April, May. So she's 24. I guess she's 19 months. I usually remember how old she is, how many months she is by the last time I told somebody how old she was. And I just remember, oh, that was a month ago. So she is now this many plus 1 months. But I haven't said it in a while. See you later, Mela. Thanks for tuning in. What are your thoughts on the Surface Pro 7? Surfaces are always great. One versus another is basically just a newer processor, better hardware. I don't know they've changed all that much. The ports break on them less, I think. But they're great. They're great. They're very expensive, but they're really worth it. For the people that use them, they're extremely useful. Have you freedom of support from your friends at the school conference? No, we haven't gone back to the school conference ever since they kicked us out. Actually, it fell apart, I think, as a direct result of, you guys remember them kind of kicking us out? Stuff kind of happened then, and it fell apart. They stopped doing it. I think they just recently started doing something again, but it's a little different than it was. But no, we don't go there anymore. So, do you see refurbished laptops? Definitely. Well, they kicked us out because they thought our kids were going to be noisy. They weren't being noisy. It's actually, there's a video there. I think it's called Sad Days something. Thumbnail's got a picture of us looking at some sheep. Tell the whole story there. But yeah, they said, if your kids are, there's the door, if your kids blah, blah, blah. Get out. Well, how about we leave right now then? And so we did. All right, so the last thing is the family gifts, which are these right here. So you didn't see these, didn't you, did you? So these, each one of these You seen those giant? Oh, I better be quiet. Saying this so loud. You seen those giant ball things, inflatable balls that you put over your head and the kids run and crash into each other? That's what we got. A set of each of the 2 of them, so they can put those on there and run around and smash into each other as hard as they want. And they fall back in this ball. It's absolutely going to be fun and awesome for them. And it's only for kids. Basically, they're 13 and over. We got a little set of little mini ones inside of here that are for little kids. There's 2 of them for little kids. So I don't know if there's a box in here or if... I'll just leave it as it is and wrap it. Yeah, that should be great. The only thing I'm thinking about is I heard somebody say once that they're in the snow in the wintertime, they get holes in them more easy because it's cold and ice can be sharp. So that's how we usually get an outside present for that's how we got all the zip line and the monkey bars and all that stuff. So I don't know if we'll get to do this or not. I kind of thought about taking them. There should be the gym. Maybe you can rent the gym, or maybe there's a place we can go to have fun inside with them. Or maybe we'll do it outside. I don't know. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure what color to do. I have some plain brown paper here that Andrea had. I don't know how much is left. I don't think enough to wrap them all. Part of me thinks I don't want to wrap them. I may just get some generic wrapping paper at Walmart, rainbowy colored something, and wrap them up later. I'd love to be done, though. I thought about piecing a bunch of other colors together and making the rainbow wrap, but that would be so much work. $5 for Tom. If you get inside one, I'll go in. I'm totally going to do it. I'm gonna bounce those kids in the next week. Daddy was never the type to hold back. I decided early on I didn't want to be the kind of kid that pretends to get pinned by his little ones. Little ones. I'll play with them that way. 5 and below. Not even then. Every now and then they got to know that Daddy's stronger than them. They got to know Daddy's big and strong and tough and can be the boss. So I don't ever hold back. So it should be fun. But anymore, Thomas has got the weight on me. Me and him are about the same weight, I think. I don't know if that's true or not. Pretty close, anyways. And Judah is ripped. If you saw Judah without his shirt on, you'd be like, he's a model. I mean, he's got the whole package going on for a kid. He's just always been our most athletic kid. Rapper Brown had the kids go on the rainbow pieces. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Use one piece of one, other papers, tape few pieces of random colors on. I kind of thought about doing that. Oh yeah, Andrea loved that too. One of these days, I'll be able to watch that video to hear her laugh. That was a real laugh. She really started laughing hard. And every time we played that video, she'd do it again. She would laugh at the same amount of laughter, almost like it was in stereo, the same timing. Why do thumbs up? I think they're talking about thumbs up on the video. Use something unwrapped. I kind of thought about that. That's kind of what I'm leaning at right now because I just don't want to wrap them, and they're giant. I'm going to use up a ton of wrapping paper that I don't have. Or I go get some wrapping paper and do it later, which then I have to wrap more. And that's frustrating. Packages don't give away anything. Heck, this one's almost wrapped in white wrapping paper. It's just a white box. Maybe garbage bags. I don't know. Color side down. Oh, yeah. Just wrap white paper. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I think Tammy wins. Man, there's actually not as much paper here as you would think. I think the purple had a bunch. Yeah, it's got a lot. Oh, man. All right, let's just do it. I got a half an hour before I got to leave to go with Thomas. Although I probably should get ready. They say it's fancy. I don't know what fancy means. I don't have anything fancy. I need a wife so she can dress me. Ugh. Oh, we're gonna have a package catastrophe here. Oh no, I got it. I got some button shirts, I think. And this is my son telling me it was fancy. Oh, he knows restaurant means fancy. I come in a suit and everybody's gonna be in t-shirts. I think I got something that buttons. I can do that. Tuck it in and call it good, I suppose. See ya, Janae Marie. Janae? Yeah, Janae Marie. See ya. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, there's still 1,000 people on. That's nuts. And I got the purple turned inside out, so it's white. That was a good idea. Purple had the most on it by far, which is funny because it was the thinnest roll. It just was well packed. Well, thank you, Angela. I appreciate the prayers. Yeah, white is all the colors. That's how we decided at one point Mommy and Daddy needed a color, so Mommy was white because white reflects all the colors. Daddy was black because black absorbs all the colors. Anyways, I found all kinds of deep philosophical meaning in that. Yeah, it's hard to cry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to do that. Oh man, I didn't center this right. A little bit of a gap. Oh well. All right, one down. One left. This one here is already in a white box. I'm going to call it wrapped. Oh, package avalanche. Well, thank you, Sarah. That's awful kind. This is what is special about you and your family. Sharing the real part. I guess, yeah. Everything is real. We certainly aren't faking anything. Can we see the pile when you're done? Sure, that's a good idea. I'm going to get into an argument back there. See you later, Ann. Thanks for stopping by. Get a puppy for Christmas? No. We're ready to be without a dog for a little while. It was without. Knuckles was very hard to take care of. And it's kind of nice to not have to deal with it right now. One less thing we got to worry about. Hey, you guys, come on. I'm getting too upset in there. Thought about getting a cat. Girls want one. And less work, obviously, especially just making an outdoor cat. Favorite thing to eat at Christmas? I don't know if we have a favorite thing to eat at Christmas. Food, I suppose. Asher's looking forward to me and him sometimes make toffee. And all the money they gave all their things to make, the things they wanted to see us do for Christmas time. He chose toffee. So I figured tomorrow's his birthday. We'll make some toffee together tomorrow. Ooh, somehow I triggered the Alex by saying something. We're just wrapping. No, we showed all the things we got here on the camera. So after this video is all finished being live, you can come back here and check it all out if you want to. Yep, thank you, Karen. Thanks for stopping by. Triggers it more, though, huh? Computer. Oh, you can change it to computer. Yeah, I see. When you put it on computer, it gets triggered more by other things. Well, that's not good. Still very fun. I like the Star Trek reference. Well, thank you, Zella. That's very kind. I don't know if I'm the best father or not, but I do all right. I'm a pretty good one. I'm happy with. I love my kids. I'd be lost without them. All righty. Yeah, the Alex is very great. It helps us do all kinds of things. When you pair it with a Echo Show, you can get some really cool features out of it. All right, let me get this where I can stack them all up and you can see all the presents. Let's go back in reverse order. So, Hannah, Sophia, and then Claudia's got a pile. Put Solomon up here. Make it more interesting. Oh, it's nice of you to put $30 in there. Thank you. That's awful kind. Yeah, we got freaked out when we saw that last time. Thought somebody gave $300. Okay. Some Solomon. There's Justus's. Eden. I'm going to have to get up now. I guess we can stack Judah's on top of Justus's. And there we go. All right. There it is. Got them all in. There's our Christmas presents for the year. I'll give you a quick glance at the stocking stuffers. I don't think I'm going to be wrapping them this year. So we got some Nerf guns for the big boys. Everybody got a candy cane with candy. Little girls got these realistic doggies. So there's 3 of those somewhere. We got these little puff things. I don't know if you can tell with all this light. It's too much light. Anyways, they're little jar the little puff animal comes out of. Got some kinetic sand. Got them all Krabby Patties. We love Krabby Patties. Well, actually, Daddy loves Krabby Patties. Because Daddy loves Krabby Patties, all the kids love Krabby Patties. Where's one of those gumballs? Look at these gumballs. There you go. Giant gumballs. I got each kid one of those. I know that'll be hilarious to watch them eat. And then some ring pops and regular candy and stuff. So that's all going to be the stocking stuffer stuff. Whew. Overall, we did pretty good. So, well, I think we're going to call it quits. Thank you guys for staying and wrapping presents with me. This has been a long stream. How long has it been going? 2 hours, 20 minutes. Wow, that's a lot. Thank you so much for all that stuff and hanging out with me and listening to me cry and talk, and it was very helpful and nice, and you guys said a lot of nice things and made me feel better. So I'm very grateful that I got you guys all here, and we'll do another one soon. It's not going to be a live game night this week. We'll have the Bible study on Wednesday. I'll probably do another random live between now and then. I've been pretty sad, but I appreciate you guys talking with me now. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot. We appreciate you guys, and we'll just catch you next time.